Hi, welcome to part 2. So, another thing Lithium did to me, the last year that I've been on Lithium, I don't remember anything. My kids opening their Christmas presents, I don't remember. Christmas shopping, don't remember. Thanksgiving dinner, don't remember. The Christmas play my kids were in at church that I sat in, don't remember. But thankfully, I'm the type of person that takes pictures and videos of everything. So I have them all down and I can see them. I see me with my kids and them opening their stuff, but up here, it's not there. And it bothers me so much. But lithium is not necessarily the answer for everybody who's got like bipolar or anything. For me, it's been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare. I can't even explain it. It got so bad that, like, with lithium you're supposed to drink a lot of fluids because of what it's made of and stuff. So I was constantly thirsty. Like, it made me thirsty. My normal thing with on lithium was 2 bottles of orange Gatorade at night in my cup with ice. That's what I would go through a night, one night. The other night, before we started weaning me off the lithium and back on the Geodon, I knew something was up because I went through like 4 bottles of Gatorade between the hours of 8 p.m. and midnight. So I already knew something was off because that was weird. I've never been that thirsty before. So anyway, I tried going to bed and I actually did go to bed and I slept until like 3 a.m. At 3 a.m. I woke up to go to the bathroom, check the time. I always check the time if I get up when I'm sleeping. It's weird. But anyway, I went back to bed and I didn't feel right. My chest felt funny. I didn't feel right. And I started to go back to bed. I rolled over towards my husband and then I was like, oh, I'm really thirsty. I need a drink. So I rolled back over and I got a drink. And then I would roll back over and try to go back to bed. And I did that frequently until I was out of Gatorade and had to get up, go out to my kitchen and get another bottle of Gatorade for my cup and pour it in. And then rinse and repeat, basically. Drink, roll over, drink, roll over, drink, roll over. Until at one point, I was laying there and I'm like, I need a drink. But then suddenly it's like my brain, like, did something, like, different. I can't really explain it. It was just off. Like, I knew I needed a drink. And it said, my brain's like, well, you're holding your cup. You fell asleep with it. I was feeling around and I did feel something, that I was holding something. And I'm like, oh, you're right. I'm holding my cup. This is going to sound crazy. So I went to take a drink, but it was empty. This is going to sound so crazy, but I promise you, just stick with me, okay? Lithium did crazy things to me. So my drink was empty, but then my brain was suddenly like, oh, you know what? You didn't fall asleep holding your cup. Your son's holding your cup, who's down on the floor, because my son likes to come in at night and sleep on my side of the bed on the floor. He makes a little bed in there. He's only 7, so I let him. He's my last baby, so I let him. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's something he would do. He would absolutely take my drink and stuff because he does that all the time. So I didn't think anything of it. So I rolled over, I reached down, and I just started patting around him and feeling around him and didn't feel my cup. And then all of a sudden, it's like whatever my brain was just doing stopped. And reality kicked in. And I realized my cup was never anywhere. It was always on the nightstand right next to my bed where I keep it. And I was like, whoa. That's trippy. Like, I've had hallucinations where I can talk through them. You saw in the previous video. Like, I can reasonable deduction. I can tell it's not real. But whatever my brain did that night was so bad. Like, it shut everything down. Like, I couldn't process anything. And I actually believed what it was saying to me, even though it was wrong. And that scared me so bad. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So here's where the miracle of God comes in, literally. I am saved by grace through faith. I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and there is no other way this played out except by the grace of God. So here's what happened. I called psychiatry to talk to my doctor about this because it was so bad. I had to get off of it. I was rapid cycling again. I was hallucinating to the point that it was so severe I couldn't talk my way out of it. I had the health issues that it was causing. It was causing the eating disorder, the digestive issues, like the sleeping issue, like It was ruining my family because I was just not in a good place. So I called him and I asked if I could leave a message for him, and they said, "Oh, he's on leave. He's not going to be here for a while, so you're not going to be able to talk to him. But there's another doctor that's in his place. We can leave a message with him." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll do that." I didn't expect anything to happen because he was a stand-in doctor, but he literally called me back the same exact day, you guys. The same exact day. And this doctor listened to me. When I told him that I used to be on Geodon and it was good for me and I was in a good place, he said he doesn't like to fix anything that's not broken, and that if it's working, leave it as is. So he said the best course of action is going to be to start me back on the Geodon, and then while I'm getting on the Geodon, wean me off of the lithium. That way I've always got something in my system, so I'm not like out of everything. And I was just like, only God could set that series of events up. And when I told him, he was asking about the hallucinations, and when I told him I could talk my way through them and out of them, he said that was impressive, because I guess normal people can't do that. I don't know. My body doesn't do what it's supposed to do. I don't know. It might be normal for people. I don't know. I don't know anybody who has hallucinations. Well, I don't know anybody who talks about it like I do either, so I'm not afraid to talk about it, so I don't know. So I started taking the Geodon again, and with me, medicine works almost instantaneously, so I already feel the effects. The last 2 days, guys, I have been sleeping all night except for when I get up to go to the bathroom. I'm getting up at 8 in the morning. I literally deep cleaned my entire kitchen yesterday. Up and down the cupboards, all of them, like wiped everything, took all the dishes out, wiped down all the shelves, swept them all out, cleaned everything up. Everything's been cleaned and tidied and organized, got rid of clutter. Today I worked on more like the dining area of the kitchen area. It's a weird setup, and I got like the bar here cleaned off. Like, I'm doing stuff, you guys. I'm getting back to normal. I already feel the lithium leaving my system. I'm only down to 2 a day now. I am beyond ecstatic how this is playing out, and it is only by the grace of God that this is happening. Because really, only Jesus could have done this. Now, normally when Jesus has you go through something that's like a trial, like I just did, that's hard and it's difficult, there's always usually a reason, and it's usually a reason that's going to bring you closer to Christ. And I believe that what happened for me, my lesson that I had to learn, was that I had to lean on Christ to get through it. Because while I was broken the way I wasn't doing my Bible studies, I wasn't praying as I should, I wasn't going to church like I should, like I was just not in a good place. But as I was going through it, I started to realize I can't do this on my own. And doctors aren't going to help me with this. This is only something Christ is going to help me with. So I started to lean on him again. I was reading my Bible, doing my Bible studies. I was able to go to church more. I'm a teacher at Awana again. You guys, I am through the moon. Putting my faith and trust back in Christ where it belongs got me to a point where he set it up so doctors were able to actually help me instead of make me miserable my whole life. I just can't stress enough how important it is to have that relationship with Jesus Christ, you guys. It really is so important. You gotta reach out to him. You gotta cry out to your Father. Just ask him into your heart. Tell him that you believe that he died on the cross and rose again 3 days later, and just put your faith and trust in him, and you're saved, and you cannot lose your salvation. Once you're saved, you're always saved. He will love you no matter what you have done, no matter what you will do, and he already knows what's going to happen. So just trust in him, you guys. I promise you, it's worth it, and it's going to be the best thing you ever do. Will your life be completely perfect? No. We're human. Nothing's going to be perfect until we're this side of heaven, and the only way to heaven is through Jesus Christ. So I love you guys. If you made it this far, thank you. And if you want someone to pray with, or if you have a prayer request, whether it's an unspoken or you want to explain it to me, let me know. I will pray for you. I can guarantee you that. I pray for anyone who asks for prayers.